Honorable members, good morning. Bon dia.
She started the script, so it's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
The agenda of the meeting is on your screen.
Yes.
We have a quorum, honorable members, at this point. I will now hand over the proceedings to the chairperson of the RWPC to call the meeting to order. And the program is
Morning, morning.
Good morning.
SG, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Honorable Minister.
Morning.
Good morning.
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 Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Hello.
Bon dia.
This. What's happening?
We can hear you, me.
Are you?
Yes, we can all hear you.
Yes.
Okay, good morning, everybody. Morning.
Honorable.
Good morning.
Bon dia.
Bon dia.
Good morning.
Mthompe ukaqeda ubua. Agenda imo screening. Hello?
Do you hear me, member? So I can start with my speech.
Yes, we can.
Morning. Morning, honorable members. Bon dia, honorable members of the RWPC. Bon dia. Morning, Secretary General of the SADC PF, Ms. BMO.
Good morning, Honorable Minister.
Morning, everybody, and all protocol observed, my dear sisters and honorable members.
Morning, Honorable.
Yes, I feel greatly honored to address you members of this august body as I mark the end of my tenure as the chairperson of the RWPC this morning. It has been a very fruitful 2 years. We have been able to strengthen the lines of solidarity among women parliamentarians in the SADC region. Not only did we champion women's agenda within the work of SADC PF, but we have also managed to share the knowledge, experience, and strategies for enhancing gender equality in political parties and in decision-making positions, both in the private and public sector. We even witnessed the appointment of the first women Secretary General for SADC PF, our dear Ms. Homer. Honorable members, while we celebrate the achievement we have collectively made as women parliamentarians of the SADC region under the auspices of SADC PF, through the Regional Women's Parliamentary Caucus, we dare not to forget many challenges that women continue to face in their quest for gender equality and socio-economic development, especially due to COVID-19. We have, for instance, witnessed a surge in gender-based violence during the COVID-19 lockdown as women and children. As women and children are rendered more sexual and reproductive health services has become more difficult for women and girls as member states divert resources towards COVID-19 to COVID-19 interventions. All member states had to divert all resources to this scourge. Girls continue to struggle to access education due to poverty and lack of infrastructure to access online learning during the lockdown. We have also witnessed a general decline in the number of women elected to public officials in the election that were held in member states. It is imperative that we continue to push boundaries and ensure that women's voices continue to be amplified. We should continue also to demand accountability from our political leaders regarding the various regional and international commitment on women's rights and gender equality. As we hand over the baton, we wish to place these challenges before the incoming leadership of the Regional Women's Parliamentary Caucus, and indeed on all of us as members of this august body as we hand over the baton. We should leave no stone unturned as we confront the barriers to women's equal and active political participation head on, wherever they are found, be they at the individual or institutional or socio-cultural level. We must remind a society that the real test for legitimacy and democratic integrity for our political systems in SADC is an extent to which they reflect voices and agency of citizens, of all citizens, including women and girls. On our party, as the outgoing leadership, we wish to assure you that we will remain in the arena, cheering you and ready to render a hand whenever so required. As I conclude my farewell remarks, please allow me to quote from the famous speech by the former President of the United States of America, Theodore Roosevelt, delivered on the 23rd April 1910, who said, and I quote, "It is not critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives voluntarily, who comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming, but who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasm, great devotion, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly. So that is his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who never know victory nor defeat." Close of quote. Honorable members, let us continue to fight for SADC. We want the SADC where women and men enjoy equal rights and have equal access to socio-economic opportunities. Long live Regional Women's Parliamentary Caucus. Long live SADC PF. Thank you so much. Asante sana. Bye. I'll miss you dearly. Thank you, members.
Thank you, Honorable Minister.
Yes, ma'am.
We may now have the farewell speech by the Vice Chairperson, Honorable Nkesani Bilankulu. Is the honorable member online?
No, I can't hear.
SG, she's not online. The honorable
Okay.
member is not online.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Honorable Chair, I'm
Hello.
advised that Honorable Vice Chairperson is not online.
Okay.
May I proceed to item 4 of the agenda?
Eu para Madrid.
And I'm not able. We are on
I
item
think
4 now.
I print because it was screening.
I don't see it.
Because ne ke tlhoka gore gongwe le ka gore ke lona le okametseng phuthego gore le kgone go bitsa mo tlhompe yo mongwe o mpitsa gore nka tsena mo di-elections.
Yes. Can I do it quickly?
Emme.
Thank you, ma'am.
No, she has. It's just that it's not printed.
Where did I was given it, shall I Parliamentary? The WhatsApp, no, they send it on the email, yeah.
The Honourable Minister is trying to print the program for quick reference.
Okay.
Thank you. Hello?
Yes.
Yes, Honourable Minister, we may continue.
Yes, ma'am. I don't seem to find the program at all on my connections are a mess here.
May I kindly assist?
We are jumping on 2 and coming to Honourable hello.
Honourable Minister, yes, emme.
Hey.
Ke ka thusa. Mo lenaneong re ne re tshwantse re neele mme the VP wa RWPC to say something.
Yes, ma'am.
Yaanong ga ayo online, so o ka mpitsa gore re tswelele ka di-elections re tlhalose tsamaiso ya di-election.
Okay, ma'am.
Re ka simolola ka di-elections.
Okay. Okay, honorable members, since we don't have Mabelanguli online, I think Honorable Secretary General could guide us through the proceedings on how to elect the eligibility of the next chairperson of the RWPC and how we'll go through that elections. And SG, please kindly lead us through that, madam.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. Honorable members, as you are well aware, we held the elections Hello? Hello?
Yes,
Hello.
madam. I can hear you.
Okay. Honorable Chair, through you, for the position of chairperson and vice chairperson of our standing committees around April and June. Hello?
SG.
May I proceed, Chair?
Yeah, we hear you. It seems as if the chair does not hear you, but now we hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Okay, thank you. May I proceed, Chair?
Can you lead us through, madam?
Yes, Honorable Chair, I'm doing that. I was just explaining that we have held elections for the position of chairperson and vice chairperson of the RWPC around June of 2018. And therefore we've come to the end of the current term for the office bearers of the RWPC, which is limited to 2 years. Allow me, Honorable Chair, to kindly just explain a little bit in detail the procedures for elections. When we look at Rule 39 of our Rules of Procedure, it states that each committee shall elect a chairperson and a vice chairperson. Further, that the chairperson of a standing committee shall preside over all meetings of the committee. In his or her absence, the vice chairperson shall assume those duties in the absence of the chairperson. A member designated by the committee shall preside over the committee on an interim basis should both the chairperson and the vice chairperson be absent during any meeting. The Constitution at section 14(3) also provides for the principle of rotation in the election of the office bearers, who are the chairperson and the vice chairpersons of all our standing committees. And I quote, members of the standing committee holding the position of chairperson or vice chairperson shall retire by rotation, meaning that a member parliament with members serving in the positions of chairperson, of vice chairperson of a standing committee shall not be eligible for re-election to the positions in the immediate subsequent term. However, we have set precedents with committees that have just conducted the elections, where there was agreement that to enhance or to take further the principle of rotation, there must be a deliberate effort to only consider parliaments that have never had an opportunity to hold these positions, or countries that have not had the opportunity to take part in the leadership of committees. We also have a general principle at Rule 38(5), which relates to gender. It provides for gender balance in the election of chairpersons and vice chairpersons of all our standing committees as follows, and I quote, as far as it is practically possible, gender consideration shall be taken into account. However, in view of the fact that we only have one gender represented in this committee, I believe this will not affect us. When we look at the schedule of chairpersons and vice chairpersons of the Regional Women's Parliamentary Caucus from 2002 to 2020, we will note that South Africa has had an opportunity. Botswana, Angola, Zambia, Lesotho, Zimbabwe, Mozambique, Eswatini have had an opportunity. Hello? Now, the list of countries above implies that they are not eligible to participate or to be nominated for these elections. So countries that are eligible for being nominated are the Democratic Republic of Congo, Madagascar, Mauritius, Namibia, Seychelles, and Tanzania, for both the position of chairperson and vice chairperson. Now, when you look at the procedure for nomination, the returning officer, which is myself, I'll call for nominations for each of the two positions. Each nominee will then be given an opportunity to present their campaign speech for no more than 3 minutes. If one nomination is received, the candidate shall be declared duly elected. If there are more than 2 candidates, election shall be done through an online ballot, which will be explained to you at the time of election. but simply you will be given an opportunity to click or nominate the country that you require to take up the position between any two that would be nominated or any three that would be nominated. I also wish to indicate that at the SADC PF, we do not have self-nominations. Therefore, should a member be interested, this should be tabled by another member within the committee. One of members, that is the eligibility procedure for us to conduct these elections. I'll now welcome any questions for clarity from the honorable members through you, Chairperson.
Thank you very much, Madam Chairperson. Madam Secretary General. Then we can, honorable members, for those who have questions, can we direct them to the Secretariat then, so that we can continue thereafter? SG, are there any questions? Okay.
I don't see any questions from honorable members.
We are thinking.
Is there a question? May I now call for nominations?
Yes, there's a question.
There's a question.
Honorable members, I would like to call for
question. There's a question.
I noticed that the chairperson is communicating with us. We are not getting the audio.
You are not.
I've raised
There
my
is a
hand.
question.
Madam Chair, am I able to speak?
There is no sound completely. I also see that Honorable Langa is communicating.
There is a question, even though I'm not aware which country is that, but there is a question.
Can you hear me, Madam SG? Hello? Can you hear me?
I cannot hear anything on my end.
On your end?
I can hear you.
I cannot hear anything.
Madam Chair, can you hear me?
I see Honorable Langa is speaking.
Honorable Langa, I can hear you.
Okay. I can go ahead.
There's a question from Honorable Lunga, Madam SG. There is a question from Honorable Lunga.
Langa. My question is, I'm looking at the participants and the eligible countries like Namibia and DRC. Are we going to vote them in abstention?
That's my question. Madam Lunga, can you repeat your question again, please?
Okay, Madam Chair.
Lunga.
Yes. Okay, let me try and put my head sets on.
Madam Lunga from Zambia, Honor Maria.
Yes,
can you repeat your question, because SG didn't hear the question, and I don't know whether the rest of us did hear.
Can you hear me now, SG? Can you hear me now? Okay, yeah. My question is some countries that are eligible.
Hello?
The countries that are eligible. Yes, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes.
Honor Maria.
Can you hear me?
I can, but I don't know whether other honorable members can hear you. Can you repeat?
We can hear.
Okay, go ahead, my sister.
I'm saying some countries that are eligible, like DRC, Namibia, and Tanzania. I have seen that they are not participating in the meeting. Are we voting them or nominating them in absentia?
Okay. I have heard that, Madam SG.
Yes.
Have you
Chair.
heard the question? The question
Yeah.
says,
Can we
other
nominate in
members-
absentia? Yes, we can nominate in absentia and assume that those who are nominated in absentia will accept.
Thank you, honorable members. The SG has clarified that we can nominate other members if in absentia.
It's the country. We'll be nominating the country.
Is there any other question, honorable members?
Hello?
Is there any other question?
Hello?
Yes,
Hello?
is there any other question?
Hello?
Angola, Honorable
Angola.
Diakite.
Angola. Yes, yes.
Angola has a question.
Yes. Good morning, Madam Chair.
Morning, madam.
How are you? Good to see you after a long time. Good morning, dear SG and all colleagues. It's a pleasure actually to see all of you now. And I'm very pleased also to participate in this meeting. I should apologize. I had some difficulties to go through, but happy I came in time. Yeah. So I'd like to propose DRC for the presidency of the group. That proposal.
There is a nomination for the Democratic Republic of Congo for the position of chairperson.
Hello?
From Madagascar.
Allô?
Hello?
Allô? Bonjour à tous.
Yes. No.
Hello?
Allô?
Hello?
Bonjour à tous. C'est la députée de
Yes.
Madam Chair, Madam Remo, is there any translation, short translation?
Allô?
SG?
C'est la députée. Ok, merci.
Yes.
Yes, we can.
Madam Jablini?
Hello? Allô? Bonjour à tous.
Hello?
Oui. Bonjour à tous. C'est la députée de Madagascar, présidente de Caucus Femmes Parlementaires. Je voudrais me présenter à la candidature de la vice-présidente.
Hello?
Novamente.
SG?
Allô?
SG?
Bonjour à tous. C'est la députée présidente Caucus des femmes parlementaires de Madagascar.
May we have interpretation, please?
Madam SG, a short interpretation, please. Madam SG. SG.
Looks like SG is offline. Maybe she's not.
She is offline.
She's offline.
Maria, it looks like SG is offline.
Honorable members, yes, could you please select English on the interpretation option in the panel below your screen?
Okay, let's try. Let's see.
So yes, honorable members, you need to select your preferred language for you to be able to pick the interpretation, to pick the language. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
We can see the interpretation. Go
Thank you,
where
Karusha. We seem to have done that.
I don't seem to see the interpretation where to pick. I don't seem to see it.
Honorable members, can you all pick the interpretation?
I have
Where?
chosen English. Yes. At the
Okay.
end of your yes.
Are we sorted with interpretation now?
I'm sorted. I don't know others. Members, are you sorted?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Could you kindly advise Honorable Emmeline from Madagascar that she cannot self-nominate herself. She may request another country to nominate her. But yes.
Madam Chair.
May I proceed properly? We're starting with the chairperson of the committee. There's one nomination from the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Madam Chair, I would like to second this nomination for the
Okay.
DRC.
There's a seconder for the DRC nomination. Do we have any other nominations, Honorable Member? Do we have any other nominations? I see heads shaking. I'm looking at the chat box.
Par la Seychelles alors.
Madagascar?
Madagascar is online.
C'est possible? Allô? Allô?
Hello.
I guess this is only we're able to communicate. Yes, may I conclude with the position of the chairperson first?
Yes, please.
I do not see any other nomination. I'm looking at the chat screen.
No other.
No other. There's a hand. Is there a hand raised? No.
I don't see any hands.
I therefore wish to declare the chairperson of the RWPC as the Democratic Republic of Congo. We are yet to get the name of the member. We'll inform the parliament so that they are aware that they were nominated unopposed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Shall we
Thank
now
you,
receive, thank you. May we now receive nominations for the position of the Vice Chairperson of the Regional Women Parliamentary Caucus?
Honorable members, any nominations, please?
Yes. I nominate Tanzania. I nominate Tanzania.
Zambia nominates Tanzania.
There's another hand from Madagascar.
Madagascar?
Allô?
Yes,
voudrais
go ahead.
être,
Maria
je voudrais me
Langa.
présenter, mais être nominée par la Seychelles. Si c'est possible.
Yes, it would be possible.
Yes, it's possible, Madagascar.
How about Zambia, Chairperson?
Merci beaucoup.
May I, okay, Honorable Mohadi.
You want to nominate Zambia?
Zambia is not legible. Zambia is not legible.
Eswatini is speaking. Honorable Princess Pumelele.
Yes.
You are nominating, you are seconding who?
Well, I was seconding now. I wanted to nominate.
Go ahead, Honorable.
Nominate who, Honorable Princess? Hello?
Now, are you still on?
Who would you like to nominate?
I'm nominating our Zambian member, Maria Langa.
Okay, Honor Maria, we have 3 nominations there.
Yes, madam. SG, it's what? It's Zambia.
According to your
It is
list, Zambia is not
DRC,
visible.
Tanzania.
It's Tanzania.
Zambia
it's
is not.
Madagascar.
Zambia is not legible.
According to your list.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. I'm sorry.
Okay, thank
You
you.
can continue then with the election.
Okay, thank you. I want the we want SG. We now need the seconder on the two nominations, Tanzania and Madagascar.
Honorable Tambuzani Muhadi.
I second Madagascar.
You second Madagascar.
Yes.
Angola. Honorable Maria Nascimento. Yes.
Eu suporto a RDC, República Democrática do Congo. Não?
Okay, honorable members, may we kindly have our elections? May we share?
Seychelles, não?
Ronald, kindly
for
proceed.
Tanzania, Madam SG.
Hello.
Suporto a Zâmbia.
Seconder for Tanzania.
You said
Zâmbia não é elegível.
I second.
A Zâmbia não é elegível. Como é que estão a
Madam
propor a
SG.
Zâmbia?
Madam SG.
I'm unable to hear anything.
Can I come in now?
Yeah.
We were at the position where we had 2 nominees, Tanzania and Madagascar, for the vice president, vice chairperson.
Yes.
No, we are on chairpersons. Honorable.
Honorable members, if I could assist, it looks like the SG is struggling to hear you. We concluded with the election for the chairperson. DRC was elected unanimously, unopposed. And now we are moving to the position of vice chairperson. And we have received 2 nominations so far.
And on that note, we had already nominated 2 countries, Tanzania and Madagascar.
Yes, Chair.
Yes.
Karusha.
The SG, before she had problems hearing, was now calling for elections because we received more than 2 candidates.
Or more?
More than one.
More than one, rather.
Yes.
So now we must have elections, and the SG was going to explain how we are going to vote. And the voting is electronic.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So allow the secretariat to prepare the ballot.
Okay, chair is done already. They are confused.
Agnes, can you mute, please? If you can hear me, please
mute all of us.
Yeah, pending the SG coming on board. Please prepare the ballot.
Agnes, mute.
Put it on the screen, and we will explain to the members the procedure.
How we should vote. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So our ICT is going to help us to project the ballot paper, and we will explain to the members and then we'll proceed forward.
Okay, Honorable Karusha. We are okay.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. We'll wait.
Honorable members, in the interim, could we kindly request, I think it's only Madagascar, to give the campaign speech, because Tanzania is in absentia to Russia.
Okay.
Yes, Jim.
While we prepare the ballot.
Okay. Madagascar.
Oui. Merci beaucoup pour m'avoir donné la parole. Je suis Émiline Ndakoutoubé, députée de Madagascar depuis 2013. Et là, je suis à nouveau élue députée de Madagascar. Je prends la place de présidente de caucus parlementaire en ce moment. Et comme je fais beaucoup de social ici, et je voudrais quand même me présenter à la candidature de vice-présidente pour pouvoir encore améliorer mes connaissances et partager aussi avec les gens dans mon région, dans ma région. Et je voudrais avoir cette place, si c'est possible, pour, comme je vous ai dit, pour avoir un peu plus d'expérience dans la vie des femmes et pour pouvoir partager aussi ces expériences aux autres femmes qui sont avec moi. Je vous remercie beaucoup.
Madam SG, can we please have a quick translation of what has been spoken?
Chairperson, Madagascar has concluded the ballot is still being prepared. We will be, the way it goes is that you'll select the country of your choice for the position of vice chairperson. There will be, oh, okay, thank you. The voting procedure is there. It says, please indicate your choice for the position of vice chairperson. It's also in French. Indicate votre. Okay, and then it's also in Portuguese. So there are two countries, Madagascar and Tanzania. Honorable members, may I indicate that one vote per country, just so that we don't have so many votes, or does it matter, Kurasha?
A question is, G, just for clarification. When
Yes.
you indicate one vote per country, what do we make of Lesotho with me and my former chair, both from Lesotho?
Honorable members, I will need your assistance here. You will find that not all countries are represented by an equal number. And therefore, it will distort the voting process if we do not find a way of communicating our position and negotiating which country would like to take.
Okay.
You will find that there will be, for instance, when I look at this, you find that there are countries who have more represented in this session, while Zimbabwe is represented by one member currently.
I have to find out from here whether which country.
Kurasha, probably, does it make sense?
It does me.
It does, SG. The history is that the RWPC initially was actually a committee of chairpersons of national caucuses. And we recently then broadened it to include all female members. But the chairpersons and vice chairpersons remain contested by national chairpersons of national caucus. So the point you are raising is a valid point, SG, and we are actually experiencing it for the first time. This is going to be the first time when we are going to have elections when everyone is electing beyond the chairpersons of national caucuses. So consensus also becomes a very important aspect, because we are experiencing this for the first time, and I totally agree with the SG's call to say we may need to have an understanding.
Karosha, I didn't hear you.
Russia is agreeing, Honorable Chair, with one vote. He is emphasizing the issue of consensus as part of mediating in this process. That previously, the RWPC was made out of only chairpersons of members of parliament who are chairpersons of the national caucuses. Now that we have broadened the membership, we find that it is all the women who are delegated to the RWPF who
SG. SG.
Yes, Honorable Chair.
What do you mean?
Is it possible to have one vote per country?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
I think it has to be.
Now we are going to relaunch because a lot of members had already started voting. So we're going to start, we'll repost this voting procedure, and kindly let's have one country, one vote per country.
Okay, Madam.
Mama said, vote for us, please, and
okay. Thank you very much, Ronald. You may repost the ballot.
You will vote for us as Lesotho.
Who now? SG?
Not you, SG.
Oh, sorry, thank you.
I was talking to Mama Sina.
Okay, thank you.
I haven't seen her on this ever since we started the meeting.
She's there, Honorable Minister.
Madam SG, where is that screen where we are voting?
It's coming up, Honorable Chair, right away. He had to retrieve it and do another one.
Okay, madam.
Okay, oh, there we are. Mozambique now. There's a mistake now. We're coming back again. We are learning too, honorable members. We'll get it right in the next round.
Madam Chair, Madam SG, is it coming?
It is coming.
Okay.
The IT is quite efficient. I'm sure he's experiencing some technicalities.
Okay,
yes.
madam.
It will come, but I guess in the interim while it's coming, we may also just think of maybe request Honorable Diakite to give a vote of thanks to the Honorable Minister who will no longer be part of the RWPC.
Would I be invited, please? Or have to at least come and have a farewell party?
Airline. Vamos fazermos agora?
Hello?
Hello? Agora? Já?
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you. Okay, the vote is there. Let's vote and then we do the vote of thanks. Okay.
Hello?
We may vote, honorable members.
Hello?
We are voting for Madagascar or Tanzania.
Tanzania. Hello?
Yes, honorable.
Eu voto Tanzania.
Press.
Mozambique apoia Tanzania.
Mozambique votes for Tanzania.
Yes.
Ronald, I think we have to factor that in. I believe the honorable member maybe needed assistance in clicking the right. Are there any staff from Mozambique or interpreters?
Mozambique apoya Tanzania, candidatura de Tanzania.
Yeah.
Sim, estou a escutar. Moçambique apoia Tanzania.
Thank you, Honorable Matias Fernando.
We have voted for Tanzania.
Enviado.
Yeah.
Enviado, não submit.
Yes, we will soon get the outcome of the voting. In the interim, maybe Honorable Diakite could bid our Minister of Foreign Affairs farewell.
English interpretation.
Ronald?
Sim. Posso? Posso avançar, secretária-geral? Já,
Can
ok.
you give us the English again? We lost the interpretation.
Okay.
Can the secretariat put us through again to so where we choose the language?
Honorable members, there is the vote. Madagascar has 36% of the votes, while Tanzania has 64% of the votes.
Thank you.
So Tanzania is duly declared as the vice chairperson of the Regional Women's Parliamentary Caucus. Thank you, honorable members.
Thank you. Can we be given be able to get to where we have we put an interpretation, please?
I can't hear, Chair.
There was a place down at our gadgets where we are able to put in the interpretation so that we can hear. Yes. Can it be done again so that we get to the language that we want?
Yes, Honorable Chair, you do it from your screen where it says interpretation. You press the language of your choice, which is English.
We have it now.
You have it now?
Yes, we have done that.
Okay. Now, yeah, at this point, Honorable Chair, we may proceed with Honorable Diakite, and then you may adjourn the meeting.
Thank you.
There was also, Ronald, there's a request for you to indicate which countries have voted. Not voted for whom, but which countries have voted so that we see if we had a quorum. Kindly prepare that and put it on the chat box. Honorable Diakite.
Yes, dear SG, thank you very much for that opportunity. Não, vou falar em português. Os meus agradecimentos por esta honra que nos confere de facto, fazermos o discurso de despedida da nossa querida presidente do Grupo Regional de Mulheres Parlamentares do nosso Fórum Parlamentar da SADC. De facto, a presidente foi eleita em Angola, e de facto para nós foi um prazer constatarmos essa eleição e termos trabalhado de forma cooperativa com a nossa presidente durante estes 2 anos, portanto, do seu mandato. Queremos, estimada presidente, agradecer pelo trabalho e a sua dedicação em prol das mulheres da nossa região, portanto, ao nível parlamentar, ao nível do grupo parlamentar, do Fórum Parlamentar da SADC. Vimos os esforços que realizou no sentido de que o grupo possa ter maiores apoios, particularmente do ponto de vista financeiro, no sentido de realizar muito mais atividades. Isto é de facto um processo e cada uma de nós coloca a sua pedra no edifício, digamos, no edifício da emancipação, do melhoramento das condições de vida das mulheres, portanto, na nossa região e por via da região no mundo. A Presidente acaba de ser, portanto, foi nomeada Ministra dos Negócios Estrangeiros do Lesoto. É uma honra também para nós, para as mulheres da região, para o Fórum Parlamentar da SADC, constatar que, de facto, o nosso trabalho, o trabalho das mulheres da região acaba de ser sempre premiado. Nós queremos, em nome da nossa delegação de Angola e de todas as deputadas do Fórum Parlamentar da SADC, felicitá-la muito calorosamente, desejar que faça o melhor trabalho, que faça de facto a diferença, como as mulheres sempre fazem nessas circunstâncias, em prol da diplomacia do Lesoto e da diplomacia da região. Desde já ficamos a contar com mais uma advogada no processo de transição, de transformação do Fórum Parlamentar da SADC em Parlamento Regional. Nós achamos que, efetivamente, a Presidente de saída acompanhou e continuará a acompanhar, portanto, os nossos esforços e, Presidente, contamos consigo. Queremos desejar os nossos melhores votos, agradecer uma vez por tudo que fez e desejar também que Deus a abençoe ricamente nesta nova tarefa, dizer que nós estaremos sempre aqui para continuar a torcer pelas mulheres e a torcer por si. Muito obrigada e desejamos tudo de bom em nome de todas as mulheres parlamentares do Fórum e em especial da delegação de Angola. Muito obrigada, Presidente.
Thank you very much, Honorable Diakite. Mutlumpe.
Ma'am. Thank you so much, honorable members. The Secretary General of SADC PF and your staff, I don't have words enough to thank you for what you've done for me in these past 2 years and for everybody else. But thank you so much, and I wish to meet you again and promise that I will always be with RWPC and SADC PF in all areas that they will need our assistance. Thank you so much. I'm sorry I have to rush to the cabinet meeting. I won't be able to be with you in this next meeting. I wish you a very good deliberations in your meeting. And thank you very much. Honorable members, see you again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Chair. I guess the meeting will be adjourned by the incoming Chairperson Madagascar, who will give us the acceptance speech.
Okay, madam.
Chairperson.
No, Tanzania.
DRC.
Sorry,
the
DRC.
DRC.
Yes, DRC, sorry, my apologies. It's just that Madagascar is the only one that's present. So I apologize. The Vice Chairperson of the RWPC, Madagascar, just to give an acceptance speech.
Tanzania.
And adjourn.
I thought it's Tanzania.
Yes.
Tanzania. Memo.
It's a bad morning. My apologies. The outgoing chair, could you kindly adjourn the meeting?
Okay, thank you very much. The meeting is adjourned.
Thank you.
Bye.